Alright, Richard. I hope this works. So, I had to kind of jerry-rig the camera, my phone. It's hanging by some strings to the roof, so we'll see if it works. But this is a Coyote. I'm going to show you what I do. I'll show you how I save the paw for one of them, and then the rest of them I'm just going to show you like for market, like what you did on the last one. But for this one, I just start here at the pad, in the center of the pad, and I just go straight up. It works really nice if you have a really sharp Avalon. I just replace the blade, and then you just work your way up. Just go straight down the center. This one might still be just a tad frozen, so we'll see here. But not too shabby. If you're sending to the market though, you don't need to do what I'm doing. You just need to come up the back, and I just follow the, you can see the line here that I'm following, and then once I get that started, I'll come up to the base of the butthole and then just cut upwards, and that gives me that little slit right there, and that gives me my base point to start going this way to meet up with where I went this way, and then just meet it right there, and that's done. So now, okay, that will work. My pair of dikes. Now, since they like to stick, the hide likes to stick kind of close on the feet, so they take a little bit longer. But this works, and I skin them this way because a lot of people that want wall hangers, they want the feet attached. So most of everything I skin out gets feet attached, and anything that doesn't sell as a wall hanger, then I just have extra feet when I'm sewing like hats and mittens and stuff. So but sorry, that's my pager. I have to listen to it today, so that's what that noise is in the background. So you just gotta take your time. And when they're fresh, this part's a lot easier than after they've been frozen. This one's been frozen for a bit. Feel free to fast forward through any of this video so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to speed things up a bit for you, but so you can see what I'm doing. In the next one, we're not going to save the paw, and you can pull on them pretty good, reef on them. They're just a stinky coyote. And then this is a good tip. So I take my thumb, and I'm just following pretty much the toes downwards, and I go into each paw, like each toe, and that brings the hide pretty far back. And then I rotate it. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Okay, so I rotate the hide, and I take a pair of dikes. Let me remove a little bit more skin so I can. Okay. Take a pair of dikes, and I just grab the toe bones. This one, he's been frozen a little bit. He's still just a tad froze, but it's working. He'll come. We'll get him. So, yeah, when people want the feet attached, charge them a little bit extra money because it's a little bit more work. It wasn't supposed to break right there. So this one's taking just a hair more time than it really should when they're fresh. He doesn't want to give up his hide. But you can see it just pulls it out, but he's still semi-froze. But so you get the idea. I'm just going to cut the foot off anyways. This one is a nice coyote, but I'm not going to worry about saving all the paws. So that's how you normally do it. Well, we'll start on this other one and then I'll hook up and be able to pull down. Okay, so, and then for here I just go on the back side. And I go right here where his heel is. And I just go all the way around it. That has his there, and then I come back to this side of there, and I just come up and go right up that, and it's a lot easier when they're hanging like this than that other way that I was showing you, but just comes all the way up there and it splits it. Then you're able to just slowly peel it. Any meat on there flesh off, so you don't have to worry too much. This is where a fleshing machine really comes in handy. I want one so bad. I'm gonna have one at the new house. Get some of this hide attached from all this here. Very much pull. Okay, so it gets down to the base of the tail right where, and then it's time to hang up the other foot, and I'll check, make sure the camera is still rolling for you here. That looks pretty good. I hope this turns out for you. And then I just pull on the other one, pull straight down. And if you don't cut that tendon that's up here, you don't get all that. And it makes it a lot nicer. This side pulled a lot easier. Pulled the way it should have. Okay. I just kind of work my fingers around the base of the tail here. Let's see, hopefully this shows up. So now you can see my fingers through there, just to get that kind of started. Then I take my knife, come right down the middle of that tail, center of the tail, and I just go down, probably 4 or 5 inches. You need enough on there that you can get your hand on the base of that tail. And just come a little bit more. So you don't have to go all the way down, but the farther down you go, a little bit, the easier it is. Make sure you get it started by the base of the tail, otherwise you will leave the tail on the hide, or on the carcass, and that's not good. Okay, so it's started, and then once you get it started and it starts peeling, then you don't have to worry so much. And then I just go down to about where I left off with there. And then if you don't have one of these handy dandy tail strippers, you really need one. And then I just put it on there and then go. And oh, did I not go far enough? I didn't go quite far enough. If you're buff, like Hunter Tim Bamboo, then you'll be able to strip that no problem right there. But I don't go to the gym and I don't work out, so my workout is in the chop shed. So this is where I go. But if you get stuck on one of these, like you end up getting stuck on one of the tailbones, and then it's brutal to try and pull. Maybe I'll use the bigger pole too. There we go. So it's coming, but there. So that's how you use the tail stripper. I made it look really hard, and it's a lot easier than I made that look. Where's my, okay. Then if you don't have one of these, it's a tail, like a zipper. You need to get one of these. They're like $2 or $3, and that's to come right down the center of the tail to split the tail the rest of the way. And this tail looks like it's been freeze dried a little bit. So yeah, it's been freeze dried, so no wonder the tail pulled a little harder than normal. There's no, this tail, this hide is dry right here. Part of trapping up here in the wild north. So then I usually come and I'll stick the tail just through there to get it out of my way. I work my way over here around the belly. Just work your hand around. This is a pretty good sized male. I like the white fur because I can use it for stuff, but most people will cut it out when they make the little, but just cut straight up, cut the hide off, and it gives you stuff to work with. And there's like the penis sheath and stuff there that you can remove during the fleshing process. Now, come down here. A lot of guys, they'll cut right here, and that's all good and dandy. I like to cut down here, and I'll show you why. So I go all the way around, and then I go up to that spot. Hopefully this is showing. So I go up I cut right here around the ankle, and I come all the way up right to his elbow. And then I just go and peel the hide off of his elbow. And I peel all the way out around his arm. Come on. Front legs pull a lot nicer than the back legs normally. Yeah. Okay, so that's why I do that. And then is what I do is I take my thumb. So here's a good trick. I take my thumb and I put it as far as I possibly can up here this way. And that makes it easier when you finally start pulling this hide, when you get it down here to his front shoulders and everything. And just start going and just pretty much pull it and push it as far forward as you possibly can. You'll thank me for that tip, if you didn't already know that. Yeah, so you just go. And on fresh coyotes, this is pretty easy. And that front leg's done. Now I do the same thing, come here and go all the way down around his ankle. And then run it straight up the inner part of his leg, right up to his elbow. And then peel it off. Sorry, I know when I pull it that way, you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just getting it started around here. I'm trying to be lazy and do as little cutting as possible. Try doing more pulling, but my hands are not as strong as they used to be. So I pull forward, and then I'm running my thumb all the way up as far as I can to up his shoulder and my armpit. I'm going way up in the armpit. Way up there, and you want to do that. It makes it a whole lot easier to pull when you get to that point. Okay, now it's ready to start pulling. Go ahead and get this started, and okay, now that it's all started, you should be able to start just peeling it down. Once you get it down a little ways, I wish I could pull this up a little for you to see. Alright, well, if I go this way, you should be able to see it. Okay. Now just take it, and you can take your knee and lean into the hide. And that gives you a little bit more pulling power. Then if you take your hand and you grab your, well, I'll show you here. So if you can grab the hide, and then all you have to do if you're struggling to get a good grip and stuff, you just roll your fist into it. and that starts pulling it a little bit more. It really helps speed up the process a bit on getting it around, especially around these front shoulders. Okay, so as you see, we're already right here to where I went up on this front shoulder, and on the same thing here, you can see here's already the front shoulder without terribly too much work. Then I just take this screwdriver and you can really pull down. I'm just using a flathead screwdriver to help pull the hide a bit down. And then do the same thing for on the chest, but you gotta be careful. Don't necessarily pull or push into it too hard, because you can put that screwdriver through the hide, and you don't want to do that. Well, I'm going to try raising him up. Well, if I didn't mention, I'm fairly short too. I'm not as tall as my brother. Okay. Well, it's as good as it gets. Hopefully I didn't mess things up. I'll check. Well, you can still kind of see. I'm hoping that works. Okay. So right now I'm just pulling on the front of his neck, top of his neck, and again I'm going to take this screwdriver. I'm just going to work my way down. Oops, don't do that. That's what I just did. Punch a hole. Take your time. If you have a skinning machine, it does all this work for you. Okay. So once you can get your screwdriver through it like there, then you really reach down. And I got that front, got one of the legs. So you're able to pull out one of them. Now I gotta work this screwdriver over here. Same thing. And that's where running your thumb up through there really helped. Now, all right. So you can see now I'm to the ears. I give myself plenty. Just cut right there. Just cut those earlobes off. And I use those ear holes to pull. See if I can do this. Do the ear. Well, I put my finger in the earlobe and I just pull it. And it gives me, helps do the face a whole lot quicker. And I just pull it, and I'm just slowly and gently working my way around. And it gives a nice little handle with that earlobe the way it is. Okay. Now I'm here to, sorry, I hit the cord. So, well, I don't know how well, I don't have anybody here to man the camera. So, And as you see, I'm working on the eye right now. And you want to get all of the eyelid. So I got that eye. And now, let's see if I can get this other one. So just take your time. You can see where it gets squishy. That's where the eye is, and then you can just slowly get everything, get the whole eyelid without cutting the eyelashes and everything off. Doesn't bring any value really, but if you're doing a for a wall mount and people want to see that, or if you're rugging it out for something. Okay, so then I get to where the teeth are. Get to those jaws. I'm trying to get this open, and it's semi-open. So I open it up there where I can, right here at the back of the jaw, where I can put my finger. And now, well, sorry, you can't really see, but I put my finger in there and I pull. And I'm just skinning as I pull, and that really helps pull the hide away. And do the same thing to the other side. Get my finger in here where I can pull. I'm just working my, as you can see, I'm just working the hide off of the face. When you're able to pull really hard, a lot of it, you can almost pull it off right to the nose, just like that. And then you just cut it off. Right there, and the lower jaw brings no value, so you can just cut that lower jaw right off. And that's how you skin a coyote.